There is no denying the fact that this season was a disappointment for Arsenal fans. After coming so close to winning their first Premier League title in a generation in the prior two campaigns, there was hope, if not expectation, that Mikel Arteta would lead the team over the line this year. However, an unfortunate mix of injuries, suspensions, and lack of cutting edge coalesced to see the Gunners finish 10 points off Liverpool in first place. One of the most disappointing stars for the North Londoners has been Gabriel Martinelli, who looks a shadow of that star who terrified defenders in 22-23, and based on recent reports, that could be about to see him lose his place in the team altogether this summer. Arsenal transfer news. With Arteta's options on the left-hand side failing to keep up with Bukayo Saka and Ethan Nwaneri on the right, it's hardly been surprising to a host of talented left-wingers linked with Arsenal in recent weeks and months, such as Rafael Leo and Antoine Semenyo. Mega money deals, controversial moves, and big-name flops. This is the home of transfer news and opinion across Football Fancast. The former is undoubtedly one of the most exciting attackers in Europe, and his brilliant haul of 12 goals and 13 goals in 50 shows how effective he can be, although, with a release clause reportedly worth £145 million, he might just be out of reach. Semenyo, on the other hand, could cost the Gunners around £70 million, and while that is still a lot of money, he has proven his ability in the Premier League and was able to rack up a tally of 13 goals and 7 assists in 42 games for Bournemouth this season. However, with so many other areas of the team still needing to be addressed, the North Londoners might want to spend even less than that on an exciting up-and-coming Martinelli upgrade, which could explain the links to Malik Fofana. Yes, according to a recent report from Team Talk, Arsenal are one of several top-flight teams interested in signing the Lion Gem this summer. In fact, the report has revealed that, alongside Liverpool and Aston Villa, the Gunners are leading the race for the 20-year-old star, who is valued at around £42 million by the French giants. It could be a complicated and somewhat costly transfer to get over the line, but given Fofana's immense ability and potential, it is one well worth fighting for, especially as he'd be a great upgrade on Martinelli. How Fofana compares to Martinelli. While Fofana has occasionally played off the right and up top in his short career, his primary and unquestionably best position is off the left. Therefore, his biggest competition for game time at Arsenal next season, if he joins, would be Martinelli. But how do the pairs stack up against one another? Well, in terms of raw output, it's the Lion Ace who comes out on top, as in 41 appearances, totaling 2,280 minutes. He scored 11 goals and provided 6 assists this term, which comes out to an average of a goal involvement every 2.41 games, or every 134.11 minutes. In contrast, the former Ichuano Gem scored 10 goals and provided 6 assists in 51 appearances, totaling 3,564 minutes, which comes out to an average of a goal involvement every 3.18 games, or every 222.75 minutes. Okay, who comes out on top when we take a look under the hood at their underlying numbers? Well, unfortunately for the Gunners' number 11, the comparison only becomes more one-sided here, as while he does do better in a few metrics, the young Belgian does better in the vast majority. For example, the game-changing prospect as dubbed by U23 scout Antonio Mango does far better in metrics like non-penalty goals plus assists, progressive passes and carries, passes and crosses into the penalty area, tackles, blocks, interceptions, shot and goal-creating actions, successful take-ons, and many, many more, all per 90. Finally, according to Mango, the youngster is also blessed with frightening speed and acceleration, so the North Londoners wouldn't miss out on Martinelli's breakaway potential if he was replaced on the left. Ultimately, Fofana might not be the biggest name around at the moment, but he looks set to become a superstar and is already better than Arsenal's regular starting left winger. Therefore, the club should do everything possible to sign him as soon as possible.